I'm selling all of my Ethereum to buy more Solana, and in this video I'm going to be telling you exactly why. So if you're not holding any Solana, make sure to stick around till the end of the video to see what I have to say, but more importantly what Solana CEO Anatoly Yakovenko has to say regarding the Solana project, its future, and also a price prediction. So before actually getting into the video, let's see how Solana has been behaving. And as you guys can see, it is kind of looking bearish ever since the pump, but overall I look at this as an opportunity to accumulate more Solana, as right now could be the best time you have left to buy Solana, because stuff is going to get heated with the Bitcoin halving as well as the spot ETFs growing closer and closer, and overall the whole crypto market will be on fire. So Solana, with the utility that it has and also with the tokenomics that it has, is a very strong project that will definitely boom, also with the ecosystem that it has. So looking into the Solana project right now could be the best option for you. As you guys can see, it kind of touched the $95 area here, but it didn't really cross it. It kind of only hovered above it, and now it's kind of had a small regression ever since a small pump. But overall, right, like ever since the pump happened a couple of days ago, right, like a week ago, from the 20th to the 25th, like in a span of 5 days it went up 73.55%, and it genuinely cannot stick that strong again, right? Like it can't really, in a bear market especially, it can't continue to pump, it can't continue to go strong. But right now, like the trajectory has been demolished in my opinion, right? Like it has been demolished, and like what I said even before the pump still stands. The lows are getting higher and the highs are getting some all-time highs for the year, right? Like Solana hasn't been like this for the year, it hasn't been like this since the last bull run. And overall I think this is a very good accumulation period, even if you didn't accumulate when this trajectory was taking place. So overall, it's not too late to get into Solana. And with that being said, let's check out this interview from Anatoly Yakovenko and see what he has to say about his project.
Oh man, there's like over 30 announcements happening. Some of the stuff that I really pay attention to because I'm a systems engineer, it's like Firedancer. So they announced that they have a node running on testnet that is running part Firedancer, part Labs code. And that's a really huge milestone, because getting that out to testnet is like a big step. It kind of feels like everything's downhill from here. And why it's important that Firedancer exists is because the whole point of public permissionless blockchains is to build this idea of decentralization. And that's kind of an opaque term, but if you really kind of look at it from an engineering perspective, it's really about eliminating all single points of failure, whether it's in the validators, a Nakamoto coefficient, all these other ways you can look at it. But one of those things is number of teams and implementations of the protocol itself.
Yeah, and that's where his engineering background comes into play, guys. Obviously that's very important for an engineer like Anatoly.
Ethereum is, I think, the only smart contract platform with multiple implementations of the protocols live. So they have 4 clients. And Solana, I think, is soon to be the next one with more than one. So Firedancer is the second implementation of the Solana protocol. So if you're not an engineer, how I can describe why that's really important is that if there's separate teams building in separate languages with separate tools, the same kind of protocol, they're still humans, right? There's still a possibility of them implementing something with a bug, but the probability of 2 different teams implementing the exact same bug in 2 different implementations of the protocol is virtually 0. And that means that now we have redundancy, we don't have any single points of failure. That's really critically important for decentralization.
And if we were to sum up...
Yeah, and before he goes on, decentralization is also really important, and he has taken the steps to kind of implement it in the Solana ecosystem, which I really appreciate, and I think that's something that increases the utility of this project as well.
What Firedancer is again, in one sentence, how would you describe what Firedancer is?
It's even faster Solana. Solana's already fast, it's even faster than that.
I think another announcement earlier this week was the first smart wallet that was announced on Solana. Can you describe what it is and how it may affect the Solana ecosystem?
Yeah, this is something that has been in the makings for a while. And I think in the Ethereum industry, in the Ethereum ecosystem, it's called account abstraction. but this is a native feature that's been part of Solana, like the virtual machine, from day one. And Fuse is built by a really amazing team, Squads Protocol, that have built a formally verified multi-sig, and that multi-sig can now basically act as a wallet, and the wallet is implemented as a smart contract on Solana itself. And that's really, really cool because it allows more flexible features and protocols to be added in the wallet that's running on chain. And some of the interesting properties of this multisig is that you can set up a wallet without any seed phrases by using multiple devices. Because you have multiple devices, you have redundancy. In case you lose one device, you can re-enable it.
And yeah, that's a pretty good way to get best of both worlds, right? With his smart wallet acting like a smart contract overall. Like, it's a very good implementation in my opinion, and something that Anatoly has done a lot of times, right? Like, very good implementations. This Solana project has got the best utility out there, and overall, like, this is one of the main reasons why I'm so bullish on it. Like, it's not just the price and where the price is going, but also how he implements things into his real world projects.
So you're starting to see a shift in crypto with these new technologies to get away from the old school, here's a piece of paper, write down your seed phrase and store it in your sock drawer. So we're like finally at the stages of like user experiences and like technologies to kind of make those weird UX problems go away. Like that I would have, I still can't explain to my parents how to set up a ledger or something like that. I would say the smart wallet technology, my parents are not going to understand. What they will understand is that you can set up two devices, right? Their computer and their phone, and maybe an iCloud account to now you work as a multi-sig that controls their wallet.
In the past year, we've also seen a massive surge in compressed NFTs being minted on Solana. Can you tell us what they are and what they enable?
Yeah, this is a technology that was shipped with a collaboration between Solana Labs, Metaplex, and Helios, and a bunch of other folks in the ecosystem. Like all the wallets had to support it. So it's kind of a huge effort driven, I think, by John Wong from the Solana Foundation. And what compressed NFTs implement, the technical term is stateless accumulators. For technically minded folks, this is a accumulator like a Merkle tree that is running in a contract on Solana, and it tracks the path ownership in that Merkle tree from the actual data. So you don't actually have to store the NFT metadata on chain, you just store the root of the Merkle tree.
Yeah, that's pretty good for getting it more efficient as well, right? Like with the NFTs, with everything that Solana offers, it's just the most efficient ecosystem out there in my opinion, and Anatoly has a way to kind of explain it, and that's why I believe in the project, right? Anatoly has a way to kind of make the idea pop into your head like that. Like, it's just a very, very good CEO in my opinion.
The folks that worked on this built a really, really hyper-optimized concurrent Merkle tree that allows for many different users to all access the same thing, and it's super cheap. Because of that, we've seen costs for NFTs drop by like a factor of 10,000. So like, there's a company that spun up out of this called Drip House that have invented a whole new business model. So they're, instead of selling NFTs, they actually sell a subscription to users who sign up, and they get NFTs from the creators that they follow. And they have minted 50 million NFTs, I think at the cost of $1,000. So this is impossible to do on Ethereum, really impossible to do even on layer 2s. If you really mint 50 million NFTs on any L2 right now, it's going to cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars. On Solana, it was literally $1,000. Yeah, this means...
Yeah, there's the efficiency, and there's why the title is what it is, right? And that's why I'm selling my Ethereum to buy Solana. Solana, the whole project is just way more efficient, and in the future, right, like for now, even though Ethereum is the more popular, the more kind of scarce token, in my opinion, Solana for the future will be the better option because of how more efficient it is and how much more secure it is as well, right? That's so many different factors play into this game, but efficiency is one of the biggest ones, and Solana has it all figured out, in my opinion.
means that like the cost of digital assets, like truly decentralized, owned like digital assets, has dropped to the point where it's as cheap as like AWS database entries. So you can now then give them out for free. You can build whole new business models to try to attract users. That's exciting to see. There's a bunch of companies trying to do this to onboard, audiences. So like Dialect is another app that's doing this, and they're literally issuing every chat sticker, like stickers in Telegram or whatever. Every sticker in the app is a different NFT. So like users collect them, they trade them, and that's how they're trying to onboard their initial set of users. So that's pretty exciting to see, like trying to apply Web3 technologies. Like once the cost comes down to the point that it's as cheap as Web2, can you start scaling businesses and like onboard millions of users?
Last few weeks have been great for.
Yeah, that's a very good point from Anatoly, and I'm afraid that's all the time we have for today. So let me know what you thought of the video, and more specifically what you thought of Anatoly's thoughts, right? Are you as bullish on the project as he is, as I am, or are you still a skeptic? Are you still not believing in this project? Are you still think that the crypto market has better projects than Solana to invest your money in? Now obviously, right, this is a high cap coin. It's not a low cap coin, but it's one of the highest cap coins actually. But the momentum that it does bring is just out of this world, in my opinion, despite it being kind of bearish for the past like 2 to 3 days. It's down 20%, but still it can, it's down less than 20%. It's down 13-15%. It's nothing really crazy in my opinion, and that's why I think this project still has very, very big potential for the next bull run. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let me know down below if you agree with me. With that being said, I love talking to you today, and peace.